By the age of 12 years old, I already had 3 albums and did a lot of tours. I bought my first Jaguar when I was 15 years old. Timbaland came inside the room and it was magic. I actually had a whole album done. I had to cross everything out. And, you know, shit happened. Of course, I got bashed. It was pretty rough.
You want, but I swear it don't matter. When I walk in the club, there ain't nobody better.
I wanted to be the mark of the new Agnez. That's the reason why I made it all English album as well, just to kind of prepare my fans. You're gonna hear something new, or not even something new, something real, something really Agnez. Agnez Mo was like the first album that I actually got to say, this is really me, at least that year. Because I know that I'm evolving, but yeah, that was the mark. The new age of Agnez Mo.
Let me see you walk it up, walk it up, walk it up, let's go. Let me see you walk it up, talk it up, just walk it up, let's go.
July 1st, 2011. I got a phone call. Timbaland was looking for me. I thought it was a joke because it was on my birthday, so I was waiting for her to like, I'm joking, you know. She's, no, it's real. They asked if you actually wanted to work with him or not. And I was like, of course. We finally just arranged some time and I flew out to Miami. I remember I was so, not like nervous, but more like excited, kind of like disbelief too. I didn't know what to expect, and then all of a sudden Timbaland came inside the room and man, it was magic. Because after that it was like, oh okay, you know, because Timbaland was like, I think the icebreaker. So he came into the studio and he said, what's up, Ag? I was like, oh my God, what do I say? What's up, Tim? What's up, T? What's up, Timbaland? And I was just like, hey, what's up, Tim? I try to be cool and all that. And my heart was like, dropped on the floor. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. And I was supposed to be there only for like 3-4 days to work on maybe 2 or 3 songs. I got pulled aside. Timbaland was impressed and he wanted to produce the whole album. It didn't really hit me until I was back at the hotel. I sat down and I was alone and I was like, what the heck just happened? I did a lot of songs with Timbaland and also his team. We had a listening session where we just listened to all the songs that we've already done and we picked Coke Bottle.
I see you looking at my curves, Coke bottle. I got that bounce, I'm bouncing, fluffy like a rubber band. I got that bounce, I'm bouncing, fluffy like a rubber band. I see you looking at my curves, Coke bottle.
I'm a true believer of you make your own destiny and you make your own opportunity, and that's what I did. I believed in the record. Everybody believed in the record, and it's such a great vibe, you know, the feeling was there. And I loved that song, so why not just put it out for, again, for the love of music.
Her curves make me go crazy. That's why this beat is insane. A Coke bottle shake, yeah, screaming my name, but wait, she said she got a man. No way she.
I kind of felt disappointed, to be honest, that the original version didn't come out. The dance version is gonna come out first, and then after that we're gonna put out the original version. But before that happened, Cherry Party was already dropped by Sony, so that never happened. I actually had a whole album done, and I was so excited to share it with my fans, and then, you know, shit happens. Of course, I got bashed by, you know, my fans, not even my fans, maybe haters, more like my haters, not my fans. They were like, well, you promised us, you know, like albums, this and that. I was dying to tell them, oh my God, if I had the control, I would put it out in a second, in a heartbeat I would put it out. That time was probably one of the most important moments in my career that I really needed my fan support. It was pretty rough. I think the hardest thing being an artist, especially in this social media era, is the fact that people don't have filter. Sometimes people forget that the people that you bash or the people that you talk to or write to are real people with real feelings. My mom always taught me how to switch that energy by turning it into a positive thing. The way that I did it is I wrote a poem. It was really an oath of love, and I shared it on my Instagram. The government of Indonesia reached out to my management. It made a mark, and they said they wanted to do something with United Nations. That oath of love was billed as the official Declaration of Peace for International Day of Peace in 2015. Our generation of love. We love. We forgive. Hatred is our enemy. Love is our bullet. So I had the first postal stamp in 2015, and those two moments are my proudest moments in my life. It really reminded me that you can be an icon. You can actually make an impact to other people's lives just being the best of you.
Scenario I can't control. When I persist to track, I overdose. Yeah.
We've been following each other on Instagram for over like 3 years. He saw my music videos from X album, and he reached out to me through DMs, and he was basically saying, hey, I would love to hear some of your songs. You know, why don't you just come out to my studio? We were there for almost 4 hours talking about music, because when I started to share how I direct my own music videos, he saw me as a real artist. That's the reason why we connect so well. And we started working. The vibe was right, and we just focused on the art. We just focused on, you know, making sure that the vibe is right in the song. So yeah, and then we decided to put out one record, and Overdose was the first one that we put out.
Bongo, by the way, Montana.
Diamonds outshine in the mall. Only see the diamonds when I talk. Bling bling, bling bling, bling bling, bling bling.
When I did Diamonds, I wanted to bring international visibility. I wanted it to be about inclusivity. I wanted the visual to represent diversity, because the song itself is like a feel-good song. It's about diamonds. It's about, you know, just being that bad bitch, you know, and just feeling good and feeling confident.
Go with the angles. These are solid gold hoops, not bangles.
We were like, you know what? Yeah, French would be a great fit. He was an immigrant before too, so he knew, you know, the hustle, and I love his story. So it kind of somehow we can connect through that life story. Oh, he actually had his chef cook us Moroccan dinner. So it was real like family vibe, and I love that. I love family vibe.
Bling bling, bling bling.
When I look back at my ride, I think it's been really rocky, but it has a lot of teachable moments. I don't want to create fame. I don't want to create career. I want to create a legacy.